Yeah. What's going on, guys? RushLedger here. Guest starring on Gala's Wow's channel, Mr. Black Ops himself.
Yeah, blops.
We thought we'd utilize some of his... I came over to hang out, and I see he's got like 50 plus PS3 games, so why not?
Almost 200.
Yeah.
I think over 200 now.
We figured why not utilize one of them, play a little bit of Arkham City, one of my favorite games from last gen. So, and then also kind of talk about our favorite controllers. Since we're playing on the PS3, I'm using the PS3 controller, which was a decent controller. I don't know what you thought about it, Bobby. You spent probably more time with it than I did.
I had no issues with it until I moved into this house about a week before. All of them broke at once.
Oh, that's nice.
I know.
I was always a PlayStation guy. The PS1 controller was probably one of the best controllers for me back in the day, like in terms of like the 90s. Then they had the DualShock, which is great. So that was pretty cool, but I don't know, it's hard to say my favorite controller is, but do you want to start with favorites or our least favorite?
Least favorite.
Oh, it's easier to hate things, so I'm with you on that.
N64, what the fuck was that?
Oh, dude, Nintendo, you're gonna... It's funny, because, like, Bobby's a PlayStation guy, first and foremost. I'm an Xbox guy. PlayStation's, like, my secondary. Fuck you. Fucking guy keeps shooting with guns. Yeah, so I agree with you. I hated the N64 controller.
Never knew how to hold a fucking thing.
It's got... And you need 3 fucking hands. Like, dear Nintendo... You know, most people don't have 3 hands. We need, you know, it doesn't fucking work like that. Shout out to the GameCube controller.
I like that one.
I see, I like some of it. Like, some of the buttons work properly, but it looks like fucking Legos.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Weird color scheme.
Yeah. And then the Wiimote was stupid. I never really used much at all, so I'm not gonna say that I hated it or anything like that.
I thought it was interesting. That's all I have to say about that.
What did you think of the Dreamcast controller? Because in a way, it's kind of the basis for some of the stuff we see nowadays. Like, the Dreamcast and the original Xbox just seem so similar, you know.
How old do you think I am?
Oh yeah, I forgot. Bobby's a baby.
The Vectrex controller was top notch, though.
I don't know what that is.
That is this old system, probably one of the first to ever come out. It was literally a mini TV, and in the bottom you could pull out a controller that was just connected, and it had like little cartridge thingies, and then you had the plastic sheets, either green, blue, you know, different colors, and to get color, it was white and black. It came with an asteroid game where you had a little triangle ship shooting all the asteroids. That's where that came from.
Yeah.
This Vectrex.
Oh, okay.
So that I got that as a random gift. I don't even know how we acquired it. It just showed up.
Biggest thing I missed going from being a regular PlayStation guy to a regular Xbox guy is the PlayStation buttons are pressure sensitive. For racing games, that works really, really well, like PS2, PS3. Because you're playing a racing game like, say, Need for Speed Most Wanted, the first one, and you press down on the X, the harder you press down, it's like the more gas you're giving the car. Now, I played Need for Speed Most Wanted on both PS2 and then again on 360. And playing it on 360 with the triggers and there's no, you know, pressure sensitivity on it, it was really shitty to lose that feature, basically. So that was a cool thing about the PS2 I liked a lot. I think the 360's got a pretty good controller. It's great for shooters.
I like playing zombies with it.
Yeah.
Not that you ever do zombies.
No, I'm not a zombie.
It's a pretty good controller for zombies. I mean, I personally think I prefer the 360 over the Xbox One.
Alright, here's what I like about the Xbox
different.
One. I like the triggers are good, but they changed the rumble. The rumble's in the triggers now, which works really well for racing. Like, for Forza, like if you brake around a corner, you brake with the left trigger. So the left trigger will, like, rumble, right? Yeah. Same thing with the right trigger. You're powering around a corner, the right trigger will rumble. So that's cool, but, like, that's where the rumble is now. So, the middle of the controller doesn't have rumble anymore. Come on, Bobby, we're doing a video, man. You can get, like, this Arab...
Silence.
Like, yeah.
There we go.
Was that ISIS that called you? Like, what's that ringtone?
Grandma wants some cookies.
Okay.
I got some Girl Scout cookies.
Yeah, so I like the trigger thing, but then the middle controller doesn't really have a lot of rumble, so I don't really dig that. and the D-pad's only a little bit of a step up. I don't really think it's like that great of a step up, as some people think. I will give you guys a lot of credit though. That PS4 controller, for the most part, is pretty good.
Oh yes, and people are utilizing that giant touchpad quite well. Except for Battlefield. What the fuck? No one does that battle log shit. I can't even get it to load, ever. Even in, like, the startup menu. They'll, like, go to battle log? I'm like, why not? I haven't been there in a while. Will not load.
You know what's another thing that really kind of showcases, like, how, like, out of touch Nintendo is? They just had Super Smash Brothers for the Wii U come out. And, they have a feature. You can get a GameCube controller, right? They have like the GameCube controller adapter. So that's what people prefer to play Smash Brothers on, right? That's what they played Melee on or whatever.
Yeah.
So their best controller, or their most preferred controller for games like that, is a controller from 2 generations ago. And they actually embrace it by having an adapter. It's like, oh, you know, people don't really like our controllers now. They like our controllers from 2001. So let's get an adapter for it, you know what I mean? So, that's what my brother was saying, that if he gets a Wii U, he's going to have to buy the Wii U adapter for the GameCube controller, you know what I mean? So that's kind of stupid.
Does the Wii U play GameCube games?
No, the Wii U plays Wii games, but does not play GameCube games.
That's stupid.
So it plays the last 2 systems have played the system before it, and that's it.
My Wii has the ports for the controller already.
Gotcha.
And it plays GameCube. That's why I got my Wii.
Yeah. Well, the Dreamcast controller, going back to that real quickly, Xbox kind of took some of its design. It kind of, I mean, it has the triggers and stuff, and then it also had the memory card you could put like right in the middle of it, and you could actually play games on that little thing too if you wanted. Nothing really major, but something, I guess.
Whoa.
Oh, that was awesome. I hit him into the other guy. Now this guy's like, he has no idea what to do. He's clearly a new crew because he didn't know what to use. Come on, hit me. Hit me. Beautiful, beautiful. So, alright, the PS3 controller was okay, and it depends what version you get, though. Because the 6-axis shit, I don't know if you've ever, you know, they have that still as a feature, but...
Yeah, horrible feature
terrible.
No one uses.
So when I bought the PS3 back in 2007, it did not have DualShock. There was a dispute with DualShock and PlayStation, or Sony, so they didn't have DualShock. They only had 6-axis, right? Hi, guy.
Too chicken to come and fight me? You should be.
Yeah, I'm gonna kick you in the face. So yeah, the 6-axis, they had that, and you basically shake the controller, right? So I had the Godfather for PS3, and in the 360 and PS3 was, or PS2, excuse me, or you could just like throw people with the analog stick. You grab them, and then you just lightly tap the right analog stick, and then you throw them in any which way you wanted. Well, they took that out of the PS3 because that would just be convenient. So you had to use the 6-axis, so you're shaking the controller, and it was not very responsive. And then also, it just made the controller very light with no DualShock. So the second they added DualShock to the PS3, I went and traded in my 6-axis only controllers, and I got those suckers because they were just terrible. So, and then the original Xbox controllers, those were really big. I don't know if you've ever seen the original ones. They changed them out like a year later.
I like them. Oh wait, the original?
The original Xbox controllers, they had like this
Xbox?
monster controller. They were really big, and then they had like the S version, and then they changed that. So, but if you have to pick a least favorite and a favorite, we talked about a lot. Can you pick one? Or I have to say the N64 is my least favorite controller ever. I hate playing in it, and it's also a controller that does not last the test of time. Like all controllers get beaten up, they all get destroyed. Like the 360 controller, like there's no tread on my analog sticks, the little dots. You can tell how long people have been playing them based on the tread of the controller, right? It's almost like tires. Actually, exactly like tires, really. But yeah, I'd say the N64 controller, because the what happens is the joystick in the middle gets worn out and it doesn't want to work after a while. So it definitely doesn't last. It's one of the controllers that will ultimately, almost every controller will break eventually. And then it just, the 3 hands thing is just fucking stupid. So that's my least favorite. Are you in, what do you think? We're back, we're
all
both
the
going.
controllers, I've had PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, Xbox 360, Xbox One. I played original Xbox, GameCube.
Yep.
Vectrex, which I mean, I wouldn't even. Put
Never
that
heard
on
of
the-
that.
Yeah, I wouldn't even put it on the list because of how old it is. It's almost
Yeah.
like judging Pong as
I
a
like the
shitty
Sega
game.
Genesis controller if we're talking old school. I mean, because the
Super
original
Nintendo was.
the original
weird.
Nintendo one was just so bland. I mean, there was nothing to it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I understand it's wicked old, but I thought the Genesis one was just, you know, it did everything it needed to do. Had a few extra buttons to it, but it wasn't overkill. My favorite one, I don't know. I probably go with the 360 one. I guess it's not bad for shooters.
I'd go with the Wii.
I like the Xbox One controller. Oh, get the hell out of here. Speaking of the Wii, have you used the Wii U Pro controller or no?
Nope.
Yeah,
like
it
the
looks
Wii
like
U.
a controller I wouldn't mind, because they do have like Black Ops 2 and they have Ghosts for it. And I'm sure, believe it or not, somebody actually plays those systems, you know, those games on those systems, so.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen like Black Ops or World at War on the Wii, and like
Ugh.
it was.
Those games look like
pretty
N64
bad.
games.
Yeah.
So N64 is my least favorite. There's just like no redeeming qualities to me on that. And see, that's probably the most controversial opinion I have for gaming, is because I hate the N64, and so many people love the N64.
It was good for its time.
Nah, I was a PlayStation guy. People brag about the
PlayStation
fact that it has no load times. Well, there's like, those games are like 25 MB or less. So there's nothing to load, you know what I mean? So that's exactly what I think. And I think the PS2 controller is pretty good.
Yeah, PlayStation.
360 controller is pretty. I can't honestly pick a favorite. I don't know if I like the Xbox One controller better than the 360 one or not.
I
So
prefer 360 over.
I think the
Xbox One.
jury's still out on that, but
PlayStation 4 is definitely my favorite.
I picked that controller up for the first time when the PS4 was on display at Best Buy, and I was like, wow, this is really good. Can't really. Got to give them a lot of credit, because they improved on the PS3 controller a lot. Whereas I think the Xbox One, not just the system itself and the controller, it took a couple steps back for sure. But overall, I like it. I mean, I can play all my games on it. It's a great shooter controller. One of the big things that I want to mention is on the PS3, when you play a shooter, it's the R1 and right to the pole. Nice. It's R1 and L1 to shoot, right?
You can switch it, but yeah.
And then on the PS4, it's L2 and R2, because they made them more like triggers.
Oh, they're like wicked triggers.
Okay, well,
We should take him. Teach jokes. Look out! It's the bat.
I forgot how to use anything in this game, so bear with me.
Yeah, this guy is a champ.
Yeah, exactly.
Took like 5.
So it's kind of hard for me to say which one's my favorite or anything like that, but boom. That's how you took down Scarecrow in The Dark Knight. Just so you know. Yeah, but I'd say the jury's still out, but it's probably one of the more recent PlayStation or Xbox controllers, I'd say. Definitely not the I don't know. Definitely not the PS3 one, that's for a fact. PS3 one,
Well, I mean,
even the
they-
DualShock version.
Uh,
I'm using it right now.
well, that
and
one's a
I'm
broken
not like
one. It's like,
okay.
I mean, it's not good. It's not bad.
Okay. Well,
Definitely 360 is better.
yeah.
I would totally agree with you on that one.
Well-
It hurts me to say that as a PlayStation guy.
I know it does.
But,
It
you know,
does.
PlayStation 4 is the best. In your face.
Well, the cool thing we could say
Yeah.
about PS3 and 360 is they added the feature where you can turn the system on wirelessly. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, that's all.
For the lazy ass people like us.
I would
So that's great. You shut it off with a controller. That's something that's just greatly appreciated. You know, 100%.
I'd appreciate all audio to TV.
Come on.
Feature, yeah.
Yeah, instead of having to like glitch it with multi-mic.
Two-Face guys. Boom. See about what kind of combo I can get up to here. I haven't really been going hardcore at it, but
It's going to hurt.
yeah, I'm using like I said, I'm using the PS3 controller right now. It's very serviceable, right? It does everything you need it to do, but at the same time, I'm not really, enthralled with it. Yeah, I'm not McDonald's in it, you know. Still good, still really good though. No complaints. I used it for a while.
Don't hit the PlayStation
But
button.
see, I get all my multi-platform games for Xbox, so that's I'm just used to it. So I guess it really just comes down to personal preference. I think that's fair to say, but I think most people can agree that N64 controller is awkward as fuck, even if you like the N64. Same thing goes for the GameCube controller, but apparently it's a great controller for like Smash Brothers to this day. So Bobby, any last thoughts on our controller talk?
Any honorable mentionings?
Both good or bad?
Either way.
Well, the original Xbox controller, the
White and
one they
black
switched, the monster one, that's a bad one.
Does that have the white and black buttons?
They both have that, but they just changed it up. I'll show you a picture later, but it's pretty ridiculous. So
I want that back. I love those buttons.
yeah, I'd say that Dreamcast is debatable. I think it's a little overrated. I think people just have like a nostalgia output on Dreamcast, but it was a good controller for its time. Yeah, but no, anything where you can play multiple genres of games. But I think the Xbox One and PS4 controller are both pretty good. Not much you can improve on either of them.
Battery life.
Battery life's always
God
good.
damn it.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you guys for watching our rant on controllers and checking out some of this Arkham City footage. I mean, kill some people, or Batman doesn't kill, wreck some house. Thank you, Bobby, for having me on your channel. Appreciate it. So hit us up in the comments. Let us know what you guys think. What's your favorite controller? What's your least favorite controller? Either way. And then, do you agree with our opinion? Did you like the N64 controller? Did you hate it? Do you like, any of the controllers we mentioned or anything we left out? Please just go right ahead and let us know what you think. Hit us up on Twitter too. We'll have a link for that. Thanks, guys.
Have a good one.